What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Aquana. I'm 22 years old and this is a budget-friendly channel. Today I'm going to be telling you 6 sinking funds that I think you need to help you stay on track with your budget for this year. Okay, so a sinking fund is kind of like a dedicated savings fund for a specific occasion or event where you put money away over time. And these funds help you be financially prepared for this event or occasion. That way, when it happens, you are financially prepared and you're not taking money out of your budget to pay for things that you didn't plan for. For example, when it's time for you to get an oil change on your car, you have the money set aside in a car maintenance fund. That way, you're not pulling money out of one specific paycheck or from a regular savings account to pay for that oil change. You have a dedicated fund where you just pull the money from. So to start, the first sinking fund that I think everybody needs to have is going to be an emergency fund. Okay, so I think everyone needs an emergency fund because you never know what's going to happen. You need to have money set aside for pretty much any occasion. The emergency fund is more of a general savings. So that way, when things happen that you haven't planned for, you don't have to touch your actual savings account or your personal savings account. You have an allocated savings for just smaller emergencies that may come. Who knows, if you may get sick one day and you lose out on a little bit of income, now you have emergency fund to cover a bill that you may not be able to pay or groceries for that week. The second sinking fund that I think everyone needs is going to be a car maintenance fund. Now, I think everyone needs a car maintenance fund, and this is regardless of if you have a brand new car or a used car. Every car needs maintenance, whether it be an oil change or you just need to change your windshield wipers. Every car is going to require some type of maintenance at some point in time. This fund obviously is for you to cover those things where you may have a flat tire or you need to get your oil changed, or you have, your car broke down. That happened to me recently. My car broke down and I had to pay for a repair, and thankfully I had a car maintenance fund that helped me pay toward that repair. So if you have a car, old or new, you need a car maintenance fund. That way, when the time comes, you have the money set aside to take care of that situation. The third sinking fund that I think everyone should have is going to be a health or a medical sinking fund. And obviously this sinking fund is to cover medical emergencies, whether that be having to take a visit to an urgent care or to the hospital, or even if you have insurance, having a health and a medical sinking fund could be useful. Because you might have to pay for your co-pays, or sometimes you have to come out of pocket for medications, and just having a set amount of money saved for those things will be very useful and keep you from having to use a credit card to pay that co-pay, or use your savings or money in your account that you had allocated for somewhere else to pay for that medication. And the fourth sinking fund that I think everyone needs to have is going to be a Christmas or holiday or gift sinking fund. Now, this sinking fund may not seem important, but I think we all know that when holidays come around, or people's birthdays come around, or baby showers come around, and you have to buy a gift, If you don't have money set aside for those things, oftentimes you will pull from other places in your budget or use a credit card and spend money that you don't have. So by you putting this money aside, planning for Christmas or planning for other holidays like the 4th of July, where you want to buy your fireworks and you want to, any holiday where you're going to be required to spend money, or when someone's birthday is coming up and you want to get them a gift. When you have the money set aside, it makes it so much easier for you to stay on track with your budget. Now you don't have to pull from your groceries or from a personal savings. The 5th sinking fund that I think everyone should have is going to be a travel sinking fund. This one may also seem like it's not important. However, we all like to plan trips and go on vacations or just go on little adventures sometimes. And sometimes they're very much needed. And a lot of those times you go on these trips, it could be, instead of it being a spontaneous expense, you can have the money set aside for you to go on this vacation that you're planning. I believe having a travel sinking fund will save you a lot of money in the future by having allocated funds toward traveling and saving up over time toward a trip, and compared to just spontaneously deciding to go somewhere and spending money that you don't have. The 6th sinking fund that I think everyone should have is a personal sinking fund. I believe a personal sinking fund is necessary for every single person because we are human. We all have urges to buy things, or we see things that we believe may benefit us, whether it's a want or a need. We always want to buy something for ourselves, and not all the time do we have the money to purchase these items that we want for ourselves. So when you have a personal sinking fund, you don't have to worry about where that money is coming from. You have the allocated funds to purchase the bag or whatever it is that you may have needed or wanted. And this way, again, you're not pulling from other places in your budget, which will overall help you save money in the end. I hope you guys liked this video today. If you enjoy this type of content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.